Looking at myself on yesterday's video was very eye-opening. It's like I could finally see myself, and then instantly I knew what I needed to do. I had already been looking into ways to cut the carbs out of my life and all the grains, because there's nothing wrong with grains. There's nothing wrong with whole grains, and there's nothing wrong with oats. But when you eat it breakfast, lunch, dinner, and snack, then that's when you're going to have a problem. Then that's what I'm used to. And even though all of my grains are whole grains, it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, I'm just overeating on grains. And now even my alternatives have to have alternatives. For instance, instead of eating donuts like I used to when I would get hungry for a comfort food, I turned to granola bars instead. And now I have to find an alternative for that. So even though I know what I need to do, it doesn't make it any more easier. It just takes a frustration out of wondering, where do I begin? And I'm glad that I now have those answers, but for the next 2 weeks, my body is going to be stressing out. My mind is going to be working against me. I'm going to be working against myself, sabotaging myself until I finally get used to having so little carbs, and get used to not feeling satisfied when I eat for the most part. I don't look forward to that, but I know it's necessary. And what's going to happen is I'm going to mostly have to eat paleo style. And I didn't feel that that was necessary in the beginning, and surely wasn't necessary for me to lose over 40 pounds and to beat diabetes. But at this stage of where I want to be is very necessary. And I can't speak for anyone else. I'm not trying to make a statement here by eating paleo style. But as for me and the way that I eat, I know that I have too many carbs in my diet. So I'm just ready to move forward and, start seeing results like I used to. So I'm having a little bit of tuna fish on lettuce with a spear of pickle and some celery with peanut butter, grapes, and tea. I'm very hungry right now. This morning I ate an English muffin with one breakfast sausage and half of an orange and a strawberry with about 12 ounces of coffee. And that held me for this morning. But I'm very hungry, and I'm just hoping against all hope that this makes me feel satisfied for the next few hours. In many ways, I am starting all over again. When I look at myself, at what my body looks like now, I no longer feel the hopelessness that I felt in the beginning, but I do see the weakness. I see the areas of weakness. So it's not like I'm looking at myself and being proud of how far I've come anymore. I'm looking at how much longer I have to go. And I know that's not, what you're supposed to do. And I know I don't tell other people to do that. I tell people to look at how far they've come. But the honesty, the truth is, for me right now, when I look at my body, I see the areas I need to improve. And so someone walking down the street, they look at someone like me and they say, you're fine, But I'm trying to achieve something out of the ordinary, I don't want to look like that. I don't want to look like that. I need to stay focused. Sometimes seeing those people, coming in buying donuts and seeing the struggle that they're dealing with in their body is what I need to put my mind right in that moment to tell me, hey, you better straighten up and fly right, because where this is going to lead you. And that actually helps me more than looking at where I want to be, looking at where I don't want to be is a lot of motivation for me.